The Bold and the Beautiful, October 21st, 2025, Bill's ruthless vow, Katie's fears, and Steffi's explosive showdown with Luna Tuesday, October 21st, 2025, marks another explosive chapter in The Bold and the Beautiful, where secrets crack wide open, tensions escalate beyond repair, and the foundations of families begin to shake under the pressure of betrayal and power plays. The storm continues to swirl around the tangled fates of the Spencers, Forresters, and Nozawas. And in this episode, everything escalates. Bill Spencer is done playing games. Katie Logan is barely holding it together. And Steffi Forrester Finnegan? She's out for blood. The day begins with Katie Logan, overwhelmed with anxiety over her son, Will. She sits in the Spencer estate's sunroom, staring blankly out the window as her thoughts spiral. Will has been crushed by the scandal involving Luna. What started as young love ended in public humiliation. Luna seduced him, lied to him, and now, a paternity test has confirmed the worst. Will Spencer is the father of Luna's unborn child. It's more than Katie can bear. Katie knows what this means. A Spencer heir created through manipulation. A baby that could either destroy Will's future or tie him permanently to a woman whose lies nearly wrecked their entire family. She fears the legal war ahead. She fears the emotional damage to Will. But most of all, she fears that Luna, or her mother, Poppy, might use the baby as leverage. What if they sue for custody? What if they win? What if the Spencer legacy becomes a tool in their scheme? Bill, of course, is confident as ever. He strides into the room and immediately senses Katie's tension. But unlike her, he doesn't share the fear. He believes the situation is under control. He has power. He has resources. And most importantly, he has a plan. Just like that. Cold, calculated, and final. Katie's eyes widen in disbelief. Adopt? She repeats. Bill, this is Will's child. Bill doesn't blink, which makes it our concern. And I'm not letting Luna Nozawa raise a Spencer. I don't care what strings I have to pull. That baby's coming home with us. Katie's breath catches. She's not sure what stuns her more. Bill's determination or how quickly he's turned Luna's pregnancy into a business transaction. But this is who Bill is. When he sets his sights on something, he doesn't stop until he owns it. Luna is no longer a threat, she's an obstacle. And obstacles get removed. As Katie tries to process, she raises a question Bill hasn't considered yet. What about Poppy? She says. She's already circling. What if she makes a play for custody? Bill's jaw tightens. He's already thought about that. Penelope Poppy Nozawa is a wild card. She's already made contradictory statements. First mourning Luna as though she were dead, then turning around and praising her for getting pregnant with a Spencer child. Her motives are unclear, but her ambition isn't. Poppy wants power. And if that child is her ticket into the Spencer dynasty, she'll do whatever it takes. But Bill brushes it off for now. Let her try, he says. She has no leverage, no credibility. We'll crush her in court. And yet, deep down, even Bill knows that Poppy is dangerous in her own way. She's manipulative, she's unpredictable, and she has nothing to lose. If she sees an opportunity to cash in on Luna's baby, she'll pounce. Meanwhile, back at the Forrester estate, Steffi has returned home to a warm reunion with her husband, John Finnegan. The children are playing nearby, laughter echoing through the house like a rare moment of peace. But that peace doesn't last. Finn's face is too tense. His words are too hesitant. Steffi senses something is wrong. And when she pushes, Finn finally breaks. Luna's not dead, he says. She's in jail. The room goes still. Steffi's face twists in disbelief. She thought it was over. She thought Luna was gone. The scandal, the lies, the betrayal, and now she learns Luna has been alive all along and that Finn knew? Worse yet, that his own mother, Lee Finnegan, helped orchestrate the deception? The betrayal cuts deep, and Finn's explanation, I wanted to protect you, does little to soothe her fury. But Finn isn't done. He drops one more bomb. Luna's pregnant. The baby is Will's. Steffi can barely speak. The girl who shattered her brother-in-law's future is now carrying the next Spencer heir. And now she's alive, sitting in a jail cell, possibly planning her next move. Steffi doesn't hesitate. She grabs her coat and heads straight for the detention center. If Luna wants to play games, Steffi is ready to flip the board. At the jail, Luna is caught off guard when Steffi steps into the visitation room. Her eyes go wide, but she holds her ground. Steffi sits down, arms crossed, expression ice cold. So it's true, she says. You're alive, and pregnant, and still scheming. Luna tries to defend herself. It's not like that, she says. I didn't plan any of this. But Steffi cuts her off. You drugged Will. You seduced him. You manipulated an entire family. And now you think carrying his baby gives you a free pass? Luna shakes her head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. But Steffi doesn't care. You don't get to not mean to. Actions have consequences. And I'm not letting you use that baby to crawl your way back into our lives. Luna's voice rises. It's still my child. You can't just pretend I don't exist. But Steffi's voice is sharper. Watch me. Back at Spencer Publications, Bill is already on the phone with his attorneys. He's not waiting for Luna to make a move. He's drafting the paperwork. He wants full legal custody of the unborn child. And he wants adoption finalized the moment the baby is born. He doesn't care if Luna fights back. He's ready for a courtroom war. He's already mapped out the headlines, the PR spin, the legal strategy. To him, this is just business. Spencer blood belongs in the Spencer legacy. Period. Meanwhile, Katie continues to worry. She doesn't like how cold this has become. She sees Luna as unstable, yes, but also as human. And if this fight turns vicious, Will could be caught in the middle. But Bill won't listen. Will's name, future, and legacy are at stake. If we don't act now, Luna will use that baby to keep herself out of prison. I won't allow it. At the same time, Poppy is watching everything from the sidelines. She sees the chaos and knows exactly how to weaponize it. She starts making subtle moves. Leaking stories to the press. Speaking to journalists about the injustice her daughter has suffered. Painting Luna as a confused young woman targeted by billionaires. It's not long before public sentiment starts to shift. People begin to ask, is Luna really the villain here? Or is she just a pawn? Inside the jail, Luna's options are running out. Steffi's confrontation has shaken her, but it's also sparked something inside her, resolve. She won't let them take her baby. She won't be erased. She begins working with her own legal counsel. Looking for any angle. Medical leniency, emotional trauma, maternal rights. And when another inmate assaults her in the yard later that night, Luna uses it to file for emergency release due to safety concerns during pregnancy. The paperwork lands on a judge's desk the next morning, and just like that, everything shifts. Luna may walk free. Bill's adoption may hit a wall. Katie's worst fears might come true. And Steffi? She may have unleashed a threat bigger than she ever expected. The episode closes on a split screen. Luna, bruised and determined, holding her stomach as her lawyer delivers good news. Bill, standing in his office, phone in hand, being told there's been a delay in the adoption proceedings. Steffi, at home, watching the news as a reporter announces Luna Nozawa may soon be released. And Poppy, in her apartment, pouring herself a drink, smirking. The pieces are in motion. The war for the Spencer heir is just beginning. And no one, absolutely no one, is ready for what comes next. The bold and the beautiful, a shift in power. Elektra's awakening and the coming war in the shifting sands of the bold and the beautiful. Where loyalty is currency and power changes hands without warning. Tuesday's upcoming storyline delivers a seismic aftershock that not even the Forresters or Spencers see coming. Amid the swirl of legal chaos surrounding Luna Nozawa's pregnancy and imprisonment, a quiet but potentially game-changing awakening unfolds elsewhere. One that could realign family alliances, destabilize existing loyalties, and redraw the map of control. Her name is Elektra, and what began as a supporting presence in the background is about to snap into sharp focus. For months, Elektra has played the role expected of her. Measured, observant, involved just enough to keep herself relevant but never so far in that she became entangled. A confidant here, a sounding board there. She knew where to stand, how to listen, and most importantly, when to remain silent. But silence does not equal blindness. And what Elektra has seen in recent weeks has changed everything. The Luna scandal, the custody threat, Bill Spencer's cold-blooded legal maneuvers, Steffi Forrester Finnegan's furious determination, the ruthlessness of Poppy Nozawa, the cracks within the Spencer-Logan alliance. All of it, every fractured loyalty and broken truth, has awakened something in Elektra that no one anticipated. Ambition. It begins with a moment. Not dramatic, not loud, a simple, quiet conversation overheard. Katie and Bill arguing behind closed doors. Bill dismissing Katie's emotional concerns as noise, mocking her hesitation as weakness. He refers to the adoption plan as a done deal, speaks about Luna's baby as if it's an asset, not a life. Elektra, walking past, freezes. Something shifts inside her. A line crossed, a mask pulled away, and in that instant, the gears begin turning. She had always known Bill was ruthless. But now she sees the cost. And more than that, she sees the opportunity. Elektra starts asking questions, subtle, casual, carefully phrased. She probes Steffi first, feigning concern. Is everything really under control? You're sure Luna can't flip the script? Steffi, tense and battle-worn, assures her that everything is moving according to plan. We're containing it, she says. But there's a flicker in her eyes, doubt, fatigue, and Elektra sees it. She files it away. Next, she reconnects with Finn. On the surface, it's casual, just coffee. But it doesn't take long before the subject shifts. Finn is exhausted, torn between his medical ethics and his family obligations. His mother, Lee Finnegan, manipulated a cover-up. His wife, Steffi, is gunning for Luna's total erasure. And he's stuck in the middle, unable to reconcile the Luna he once knew with the villain she's become in the media. Elektra listens, doesn't judge, just absorbs. Then gently, she asks, what if there's more to Luna's story? The question hangs in the air. And just like that, a seed is planted. Elektra's position becomes clear. She's standing at a fork in the road, and either path could redefine the entire conflict. On one side, Steffi. Power, protection, and proximity to the Forrester throne. On the other, Luna. Vulnerability, potential redemption, and the chance to break the grip of Spencer Forrester dominance. And in between lies a third option, Elektra's own self-interest. The realization crystallizes during a visit to Poppy Nozawa. What was supposed to be a tense confrontation becomes something else entirely. Poppy, sharp as ever, sees through Elektra's polite questions immediately. You're not here for Luna, she says. You're here to see which way the wind is blowing. Elektra doesn't deny it. I'm here to understand where this all leads. And whether it's worth following. Poppy laughs, dry, knowing. Everyone's following something. A legacy. A last name. A paycheck. You just have to decide what you want out of it. What does Elektra want? That answer is still forming. But one thing is certain, she no longer wants to be on the sidelines. She begins making moves of her own. Not dramatic. Not public. Strategic. She reaches out to Luna's lawyer anonymously, posing hypotheticals. She digs into Poppy's finances. She revisits conversations she once ignored and begins replaying them with new context. She learns that the truth behind Will's paternity test may not be as airtight as the Spencers' claim. She uncovers inconsistencies in Lee Finnegan's original statements. And most importantly, she starts to understand that everyone is playing a game. But no one is looking at her. Elektra could stay aligned with Steffi. It's the safer choice. The path of least resistance. But safety doesn't equal power. And Elektra isn't content with being safe anymore. Steffi, for all her strength, is unraveling. Every confrontation with Luna eats away at her certainty. Every move Bill makes without consent chips at her control. The alliance between the Forresters and Spencers is under pressure. And if it fractures, Elektra could be the one holding the winning hand. Then comes the turning point, a private moment with Will. Vulnerable, angry, confused. He opens up to Elektra in a way he hasn't with anyone else. They're making all the decisions, he says. Like I don't exist. Like I'm just a mistake to clean up. His voice cracks. I didn't ask for any of this. And now I have to live with it forever? Elektra sits with him, quietly, listening. No advice. No platitudes. Just understanding. And in that moment, she sees the core of the conflict. This isn't about legacies or wealth. It's about damage. Real, irreversible emotional fallout. And maybe, just maybe, it's not Luna who's destroying the next generation. Maybe it's everyone else. Elektra makes her decision the next day. She visits Luna, face to face. No lawyers. No guards. Just two women, across a table. Luna is cautious, unsure of what this is. But Elektra doesn't waste time. I don't believe everything they say about you, she begins. And I think you've been playing defense for too long. Luna shakes her head. I'm not strong enough to fight them. But Elektra leans in. Then let someone else fight for you. It's not a declaration of war. Not yet, but it's the first chess move in a new game. One that could shift the entire power dynamic. Elektra leaves that room with a mission, to gather, to document, to expose. Not because she's loyal to Luna. Not because she wants justice. But because she sees what no one else does. This war has no true allies. Only opportunists. And she intends to be the most dangerous one of all. Back at Forrester Creations, Steffi begins to sense a disturbance. Meetings missed. Conversations changed. People whispering. She confronts Elektra directly. You've been busy, Steffi says. Should I be worried? Elektra smiles, calm and unreadable. Only if you think your version of the truth is the only one that matters. And just like that, the game changes again. The story of Luna, the child she carries, and the tangled mess of family claims is no longer just a courtroom drama or a custody battle. It's a war for narrative control. And with Elektra now stepping out of the shadows, no one knows which way the scales will tip. Will she expose Bill's manipulation? Will she challenge the medical cover-ups? Will she use Will's pain as a catalyst for public sympathy? Or will she sell what she knows to the highest bidder and walk away with her own slice of power? Whatever path she takes, one thing is clear, Elektra is no longer a pawn. She's a player. And in the world of the bold and the beautiful, that makes her more dangerous than anyone else on the board. As the dust settles on this latest confrontation, one truth rises above the rest. This isn't just about Luna anymore. This is about legacy, leverage, and the lies we tell to keep control. And Elektra? She's just getting started.